Hey guys, you just top decked Risebell for the best hand ever. So, I know a lot of this kind of came out a long time ago, but I've had my focus on other places, and really I haven't seen a whole lot of people talking about these, so I figured, hey, what the heck? Maybe this is the first that some of you guys have heard of some of these cards. Um, what I'm specifically talking about is there's are three new cards that have been announced like over a period of time for the artifacts since I have made my Ink Effects deck. And I just kind of wanted to look through them, maybe talk about how they could be used, maybe if they're useful or not. Anyway, right on to it. First off, we have, I think this is the first one announced, it's called Artifacts Unleashed. It's a quick play spell card, so automatically it's something you set in the back row, the artifacts. So it says, target 2 artifact monsters you control. Immediately after this card resolves, Ixie summon 1 Ixie's monster using those 2 monsters only. Monsters you control cannot attack during the turn you activate this card, except artifact monsters. If this card in your possession is destroyed by your opponent's card, you can reveal 1 level 5 light monster in your hand to draw 1 card. So, I guess the draw is kind of meh, considering you're more than likely going to be setting all of your artifacts, unless you run Labrys or another one of the artifacts that I'm going to be mentioning in a bit. So basically, if you're running a pure artifact deck, which, to be honest, I kind of don't advise very well, because they suffer a lot from things like Otheon and special summons, things that stop special summons. They don't have a whole lot of normal summons for themselves. And if you're running a pure, that means, especially with some of this new support, there's just way too much good stuff to fit in there. As for the rest of it, well, let's see. You can special summon Durandal and get a draw from Caduceus, which is pretty awesome. You can attack with 2 of your artifacts, and then Ixies, and then attack again. So that adds a lot of OT capability. The problem is, once again, it specifies only artifact monsters you control can declare an attack. So if you're doing it for the OTK, once again, it fits best for a pure build. Maybe not something I'm going to be running in my Ink Effect deck, but it's definitely something someone who wants to try artifacts should look into. I mean, a quick Ixie summon could be really, really helpful, especially during your opponent's turn, which is what artifacts try and do. Okay, the next card I want to look at is called Artifact Chakram. And is this even coming into the... Yeah, it is. It's coming in Duelist Advent. Wow, that's a ways away. Alright. It's monster, 1900 attack, 2000 defense. So, pretty decent. Let's see. Skipping over the typical artifact. During... yada yada yada, special summon. During either player's turn, when a card or effect is activated that would destroy a spell or trap card you control, you can return 1 set spell or trap card you control to the hand to special summon this card from your hand. So, actually, this is really good for a pure build. Because, what I'm thinking at least is because for artifacts, the best thing you can do is to try and fit in some real back row in with the fake back row. Or fake back row being the artifacts, the stuff that you want them to try and pop. They're trying to pop... If they actually try and destroy something that you want to keep, with this you can bounce it to the hand and swarm anyway. It's pretty awesome, actually. 1900 attack and 2000 defense means it's not going to be breaking any boundaries, but truth be told, none of the rest of the artifacts would either. They're all hovering around, like, I think 2300 is the strongest monster form. Still, this is definitely this is awesome. I don't know about for my Ink Effect deck though. Anyway, you guys look at it and consider for yourself. I think it looks interesting and definitely worth a look, depending on how much room you have in your deck. Okay, the last one I think is probably the best of these 3. It's called Artifact Scythe. Skipping over its typical special summon effect, if this card is special summoned during your opponent's turn, your opponent cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck this turn. So, holy crap. Can anyone say instant out to Ophion? It doesn't kill Ophion, but it stops Ophion. If you can constantly bring this out for 3 turns in a row, you're probably going to beat the Evil Swarm player just because all they can do is get their Xyz summons. Or all they can do is get their Xyz materials on the field. They can't actually Xyz summon. And they're not exactly known for wanting to keep their non-extra deck monsters on the field. I feel like there was one I was missing. Artifact Longinus. What does this one do? So, I guess that's 4. Alright, I really should have done my research before starting this video. Let's see. Okay, so, during your opponent's turn, you contribute this card from your hand or field. This turn, cards cannot be banished. This is a quick effect. Dang. Actually, that is also really, really good. Let's see. Instant out to BLS, Bottomless. Well, Bottomless would still destroy. Still, instant out to BLS, instant out to Fate. Ha! Oh, and it says card. It doesn't. Oh, okay. Okay, cards period cannot be banished. This hurts spellbooks bad. This hurts Boojins pretty bad. This is. I need to figure out how to fit this into my Inkafact deck, because this would be really, really, really good to have. Anyway, it kind of short. I kind of skimmed over them a little bit, but truth be told, I'm not entirely sure who's watching this in the first place. So, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Artifacts, they're going to be really good, obviously, but how good? Do you guys think you can make something meta out of this? I think that there's so much usability that there has to be a way to make this good. There just has to. We just need to figure out how to get normal summonable monsters in there that'll work for this. Anyway, rate, comment, and subscribe, guys, and I'm out.